Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Reynolds with Board. Better off reading every day. Tonight, it's Thursday night, so you know what that means. It's My Girl Thursdays, and I have chosen a special one just for my girl. Tonight's book is Fat Cat and the Chocolate Sandwich by Nikki Magnon. And this book is illustrated by Sarah Rogers. Fat Cat and the Chocolate Sandwich. Fat Cat was a lazy cat. Some might call him rude. Endlessly munching chocolate sandwiches, his extra favorite food. His farmyard friends tried desperately to coax him off his mat and have some fun playing games instead of getting fat. Dasher Dog bounced over like a canine acrobat, crashing through the door and landing by the cat. Fat Cat, dear Fat Cat, will you play with us today instead of lying on your mat eating food all day? Fat Cat arched one eyebrow, then lazily raised two. Can't you see I'm busy? I've I'm so much work to do. With a yawn and a stretch, and with one swift glide, he drew his chocolate sandwich closer to his side. Hattie Hen came marching over, puffing out her chest, determined to persuade him something she did best. Fat Cat, oh Fat Cat, we're about to play a game. If you don't come and join us, it won't be the same. Fat Cat twitched his whiskers and hesitantly sighed. I've got a poorly paw today. Instantly he lied. With a yawn and a stretch, he extended a claw, then edged a chocolate sandwich underneath his paw. Marvin Mouse watched over with a sigh of despair at his disappointed friends. It really wasn't fair. He'd seen this happen every day and finally had enough of Fat Cat's poor excuses. It was time to now get tough. He scuttled up to Fat Cat and wriggled under his tail, hands firmly planted on hips, determined not to fail. Enough, Fat Cat, can't you see? We ask you every day, won't you leave your lazy mat and come and have a play? Fat Cat flashed his fluffy tail, whipping up the air, then turned on the mouse with a fearsome glare. His fur, it did bristle, his face set in stone. He snarled at the mouse, just leave me alone. No chance, snapped the mouse. You're better than that, but all you ever do is eat and sleep on your mat. Then he softened as a smile slowly crept on his face. Why don't you try? Let's have a race. Mm. Fat Cat yawned, stretched, and as he licked his claw, Marvin stole the sandwich from under his paw. Ooh, it's getting good. He tore across the garden with all his might as Fat Cat jumped up in astonishment and fright. His mouth was wide open, his eyes hard as glass, as he watched his sandwich move across the long grass. Then he crouched down low as he spied the mouse and pounced off his mat from inside the house. He raced down the garden as fast as he could, but the mouse ran harder towards the wood. Fat Cat chased on with unwavering speed, bounding and leaping like an elegant steed. Suddenly Marvin tripped and the sandwich took flight. Fat Cat launched into the air, claws stretched with all his might. For a second he flew like a squirrel from a tree, desperate to catch his chocolate sandwich for his tea. But as the sandwich descended, so did Fat Cat. Landing face down in the chocolate with a splat. The others raced over, having witnessed the sight, as Marvin stood frozen with shock and in fright. He gulped. "Oh, Fat Cat, I think you won the race." Fat Cat looked up slowly with sandwich on his face. He glared at the mouse, then the dog and the hen. Then laughed. "That was fun. Shall we do it again?" Fat Cat no longer a cat you'll call rude. No more lazing on his mat with his favorite food. Now he plays all day with his friends in the sun and doesn't eat chocolate sandwiches. Well, perhaps just one. Boys and girls, that is the end of Fat Cat and the chocolate sandwiches. Now the back says, Fat Cat is a lazy cat who loves nothing more than sitting on his mat inside the farmhouse eating his favorite food, chocolate sandwiches. Every day his best friends try to encourage him to come and play, but every day Fat Cat always manages to find an excuse not to join them, or perhaps he feels he can't, until a clever little mouse has a clever little plan to coax him off his mat. Now, boys and girls, it is My Girl Thursday, and I chose this book for 2 reasons. My girl is a cat lover. She loves cats. Yes, she does. One little problem. Mommy is allergic to cats. So we have never been able to have a cat in our home. But she has had cats, many cats, at her dad's house, and she befriends all the cats that she comes across, pretty much. Mom, look how cute. She's always showing me pictures of cats on her phone. She is a cat lover, even though Mommy is allergic. And my second reason is, my girl loves chocolate cake. Chocolate sandwiches, chocolate. Yes. She always has a chocolate cake at grandma's house, my mom's house. My mom always has chocolate cake sitting on the counter on the table, and they always have chocolate cake together. So I did get a chocolate cake, even though she's away at school, and I am going to slice it and have a small sliver in her honor. I am not looking forward to it because, as I've told you before, I am not a chocolate fan. I do not like chocolate. I know. I do not like the taste of it. It is not my favorite. I am more of a gummy person, like gummy bears, Swedish fish, Sour Patch Kids, gummy worms, all of those things. Anything gummy, I'm your girl. But chocolate, my girl, and you guys can have all of that. I don't know what it is. I just never got into the chocolate. Plus, it's my belief that clearly I'm chocolate enough. So, we're going to have some chocolate cake, and we're going to celebrate my girl being away at school. And we're going to celebrate all the cat lovers out there because my girl is certainly one of them. And how can you go wrong? She loves two things, chocolate and cats. And she's my daughter, and I love her. So, just for tonight, I'm going to get into it. You ready? In case this goes bad, I just want to say, I'm Miss Reynolds with B.O.R.E.D, Better Off Reading Every Day, and it's been my pleasure to bring this book to you, Fat Cat and the Chocolate Sandwiches by Nikki McGinn. Alright, got ease on. Do this. Okay, so this is a chocolate cake and it's got mocha icing. So it's chocolate over chocolate over chocolate. Oh, we don't want it to fall down. I'm just going to get a little sliver. Look at that perfect slice. Look at that. That's why I love this thing. Perfect slice every time. I bought it from Avon many years ago, and it was the best thing I ever bought from them. So tonight we're going to celebrate my girl. We're going to celebrate this fabulous book in her honor, and I'm going to try this out. Oh, it's chocolatey. It's like a head rush. It's not as bad as I was expecting. It's actually really good. It's very rich. Like really rich. So I survived my cat ears. I survived eating chocolate cake. And I survived my daughter being a cat lover. Because whenever she comes home and she's been around cats, I always know, because I get very itchy. Sometimes break out. But you know what? You can't help what you love. Just like you can't help who you love. And I love her. So, it's been my pleasure, boys and girls, and I will see you soon. Somebody's got to let me know how I can send the rest of this chocolate cake to her up at college. because I'm not going to be eating any more of it. That's for sure. Not unless maybe I could top it with some gummy bears or cola bottles or Swedish Fish or Sour Patch Kids. Ooh, maybe that might work. Now there's an idea. What do you think, Fat Cat and the chocolate sandwich? He's thinking about it. Bye.